She's solving mysteries in the night. Chasing shadows, finding answers, shining bright light. No one's left behind in the darkness, all alone. With a heart like a siren, she brings the lost ones home. Silent cries in the dark no longer have to be. For justice wheels keep turning, granny on the beat. Broken voices find their power, call out hope again. When pennies crime busters run, no victims left in vain. Bravery in her veins, truth she won't disguise. With a fire in her eyes, she's got nothing to deny. Credit fights for justice, never backs down from the call. For the voiceless and the missing, she'll stand tall.
Hello, hello, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? Hello, Ginger. Good to see you. Yeah, I hope everybody's enjoyed their day. I was thinking all day and I thought, I think we need to dig a little bit more into what we were talking about last night because I've no doubt that Chris from Mob Crew is going to examine that car and re-examine that car to make sure that it is the one that was riding around TRH the night before Sebastian went missing, right? The night that he and Katie were there. Hello, Carissa. Good to see you. Welcome in. So I was a little bit thinking about all that, could that possibly have been the 3 a.m. car? But then why was it at TRH? Okay. And then I got to thinking about the picture, and I guess, I'd done a video on it as well. And this was YouTube for it. Was Chris the man at TRH? Okay. Was he the man? You look at him, and when you look at this picture, it doesn't look like the shoes are the same. But many people, even in chat last night, said that, Chris had mentioned he's got all kinds of shoes. So, but I'm going to play the video. I kind of was able to pick out just that piece, and we can take a look to see if the mannerisms and everything was actually Chris. So instead of watching the whole big video, I kind of picked out just that part of it. So watch right up at the top where the 25 is. Unfortunately, you can't get rid of that. I was looking at his arms, the way he moved the legs. I wish we could see his neck and his head. But he doesn't come into camera view enough for us to be able to do that. Hello, Sam. Good to see you. Hello, Penny. Yeah, see him standing there with his hands in his pockets. I don't know, guys. I really think that was Chris. Hello, Cecilia. Good to see you. Now we've got Katie trying to park over here on the left. Yeah, this case is sad. There he's crossing his legs again. Now watch, he doesn't really move until they come. Then he just kind of walks forward. And I have no idea who he's talking to here. Interesting, huh? Okay, so just before the silver car pulls up at TRH, a car like CPS CPs went past. Gotcha. Nice black truck he's standing behind. Yeah. So if we think, that's another part that was missing. So we have the unknown car at 3 a.m. If that silver car that was traveling around TRH, right, was the one. Let's see here. This one, and I got these from. If this one was the one, right? And if that was at 3 a.m., we also know that Chris was at TRH, if we're correct in what we've seen here. As far as it just looks like the way he stands, exactly the way he stands. So then why were they both there? Were they having a meeting? Remember, Katie was looking around. Was she looking for them? She was kind of smirking. Is that who she was looking for? Were they finalizing plans to take Sebastian away that night? Piecing that all together, then I still have to wonder about Green Hoodie. What was that for? Was Green Hoodie a part of that silver car? We don't know because she came from the other parking lot, didn't she? And was she a part of that? Guys, we can look at the whole scenario now and go, wait a minute. And I know that Green Hoodie was debunked, but guys, I gotta tell you, that's always been in the back of my mind. Chris from the mob crew has said the same thing. It's been in the back of his. He hasn't completely debunked that person either, right? So, could this all have been? Did we put pieces together here? Yeah, that's exactly as he stands. Yeah, it appears like they were waiting for Katie and Sebastian. But why? Did they go inside and so that they could, I don't know, were they trying to show who Sebastian was? I don't know. What would be the purpose for that? Had CP borrowed that silver car? Could be. Yeah. She was looking for them, right? Yeah, I mean, what did they, there, if you look on this one video, let's take a look at it. Share my screen. I think it's this one. And where Green Hoodie was standing, you can actually see it pretty clearly, her arm come out to Katie. Okay, let's just watch this again. And watch up in this corner here. And you can actually see her arm come out for Katie. There comes Sebastian. He was going to walk. Maybe he had the cars confused. But now he sees Green Hoodie, and look, he never takes his eyes off of her. Now watch the arm come up. See that? And Katie's goes out. So, I don't know, guys. It really makes me wonder, are we fitting little pieces together of what really happened that night? Is that what Dog was wanting us to see? Without being able to tell us, because, and Sam said, I believe it was Sebastian at the mountain. It looked just like him. Yeah, I mean, I said that at one point too, that why didn't they do it like a DNA test on him, on that child? But the mother actually conversed with Seth, and she had pictures from the time the baby was released. She had pictures of him from the time he was born all the way up through that day. And although Seth did say he could have been, Sebastian's doppelganger. Ginger says, I thought maybe Sebastian thought he was going with Green Hoodie at first. Yeah, whatever he was thinking, he was very wary. I mean, even, as it sits right there, he's still staring at Green Hoodie there. The other thing about Green Hoodie, why did they never talk to that person back in the beginning? Hello, Pitter Patter. Good to see ya. Hello, AMC. Good to see you too. Yeah, I mean, she looks a little bit like KP's mom, but KP's mom can't leave the state that she lives in. So I don't know. Not to say she didn't leave, but she's not supposed to leave the state that she is currently living in. Virginia, is it? Hello, Castle. But when you look at that silver car, might be the car that was at the 3 a.m. car that we believe that Sebastian left in, right? I mean, guys, there's no evidence that he left on his own, right? None whatsoever. He didn't walk out the door. There was no scent, right? Even the sheriff that died said that child went back into that house and never left. Well, he did leave, but not of his own accord. He didn't walk back out. So we think that he left in the 3 a.m. car because you got the flashlight video, which Mob Crew did an incredible job, right? And just another plug for Mob Crew, guys. There is a link in the description. Please sub up if you haven't sub up to him. He is incredible. Incredible. He does really good work figuring out these videos and things, right? So when you look at the way that Chris stands, that certainly looked like him outside of TRH. That car was going around. Were they having a meeting? And then did Katie Katie was on her phone all night. So were they texting back and forth at their tables? Right? And then whatever she gave Green Hoodie, it just, right. He is good and he's unbiased. Mob Crew is very, very much so. But yeah, I think about that and I wonder if we're not onto something, right? It just makes me wonder. Hello, Canine. Good to see you. Oh, okay. I completely understand. I hope she does okay. But yeah, I'm getting too old to believe in so many coincidences anymore. You learn from experience that when things are coming up like this, there's a reason for it, right? You just got to figure it out. Well, somebody else has said that too. They could have. Let me ask you this, Sam, and everybody else here. Do you guys honestly believe that Chris is that smart to do a distraction ploy? I'm just saying, do you think he's that smart? Ellie has been on this since 2/27/24 when the Amber Alert was issued. Amber Alerts are criminal regardless of Ellie. Exactly. That's true. That's true. That is true. Yeah. People have said that. They wondered if it was a distraction. I myself question, Chris likes to come across as smart. But guys, he's not. In my opinion, he's not. A person who says pervy, machete, on stand, that's not a smart person. That's an idiot, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that offends any of you, but in my opinion, that is not an intelligent person. And I don't believe he has it in him to plan a distraction. I don't think he does. Now, somebody else could have led him, maybe Katie. I don't know. I'm willing to think that there may be other things out there that we don't know, right? To look at other things. I'm just saying I don't think Chris is intelligent enough to plan a distraction. I don't think it would even cross his mind. She did mention the flashlight early on, and the Bowers are manipulative. Yeah. Who mentioned the flashlights early on, Sam? Lady for Justice. Hello, hello. I couldn't have said it better. Every time I see a clip of him saying pervy, I want to jump through the screen and strangle him because say, learn how to talk, you idiot. Yeah, Katie is the smart one and the planner. I agree. I think she is. You know, is that why the smirk? I mean, guys, exactly, Cecilia. Tries to make us think he is smart, but it's us that's going to outsmart him. Well, they did not expect. I, that year mark interview. I will not say anniversary because it's not an anniversary, but the year mark interview. They both, in my opinion, look scared to death. I think they are a little afraid. I think that's why they're putting out pictures, trying to make themselves look good. Um, Melissa mentioned the flashlight. Gotcha. Okay. I don't know, right? Um, oh, that's right. That's right. Katie said that he took his flashlight with him. Oh my gosh. Wow. I didn't think about it that way, Sam. Katie is the one that brought up the flashlight. That that Sebastian left with a flashlight. Interesting. Yeah. Um, yeah, we had talked about that. Him calling in Dolly's Live to vote off Laura Lodge. Yeah. Yeah. You know, here's the thing. You don't look for somebody when you don't look for something when you know where it is, right? I believe that Chris knows exactly where Sebastian is, in my opinion. Um, the other thing is, guys, that I do not think searching is going to help. And the reason that I say that, you guys can all think I'm crazy if you want. It's okay. Just be kind about it. But when they're out searching on the ground in within a 5 mile or even 10 mile radius, guys, they're looking for a dead body. I am with Seth. I feel that Sebastian is alive. And until or unless we get proof that he is not, I'm going to continue believing that. So I don't think searching is going to help. The only searching that needs to be done is like what we're doing right here. We need to be putting pieces together, right? Searching videos and things for clues of what could have happened to Sebastian. That's the searching that needs to be done, not on the ground. It's not going to help anything. And besides which, they have searched enough that if Sebastian, and I'm putting this out there as a hypothetical because I don't believe it, but if he's gone, then he's going to either be stumbled upon by a hunter or somebody, or whoever took him there is going to confess at some point, which I believe there will be a confession at some point. Let me see what I'm missing here. He does. He sounds like a country bumpkin, doesn't he? And a pervy. She brought a machete. Oh, jeez. Does he even know how stupid he looked on that witness stand saying machete? I'm scared of her. Oh yeah, Chris, you're scared of her. What a bunch of bull. Yeah. Well, Seth said he didn't know if it worked. And I mean, those things are usually little throwaways. But the point I think that Sam was trying to make is that Katie brought it up. So was the flashlight video just a distraction? Guys, whoever is behind this, and we know SF is one of them, right? But whoever is behind all this planning that's going on is very good at putting distractions out there. Although lately we're able to see right through them. If the flashlight video was a distraction, guys, um, hands down to them. That's all I got to say. But here's my thought on that. Chris at the Mob Crew was also given pictures, screenshots from the camera at the police, no, the correctional officer, reserve correctional officer's house behind the Proudfoots that showed that their lights were on at 3:10 a.m. in the morning. So why? Melissa Proudfoot Svensson and Cluniasty married brothers. Didn't know that. Interesting. I never knew that. I always wondered, thought maybe they might have been related because I heard it, but I didn't know where the connection came in. That's interesting information, Castle. Gotcha. Yeah. And certainly not the kind of light like we saw in the flashlight video, right? Yes, they are a year too late. They're, they weren't thinking, obviously. Not not to mention that behavior analysis and statement analysis knew they were lying right from the get-go. So they were never going to fool the majority of us who have critical thinking skills and common sense and even a little bit of intelligence, right? Yeah. Yes, look what Katie did to Seth during their divorce. Yeah. But here's the thing. In a minute, I know that family would turn on her in a split second. They don't care. They don't care about Katie. They didn't care about Nina. They will turn on her. But here's my question. Does Katie have something on them that they won't? did she collude them all into something here with Sebastian that she's got that she could hang over their heads so that they won't turn on her? Katie's not stupid. She saw what they did to Nina. Did she bring them in on this so that they can't go against her now? I don't know. Yeah, he really did. It clips of it are all over X for sure. I've seen them. Oh, did she bring it up afterwards? I know there were, I'd have to go back and look at all her interviews, but yeah. Hello, Life's a Dance. Good to see you. That makes sense to me because in their interviews, whenever something came up, it's like their next interview, they talked about it in order to kind of squash any rumors. And so it would make sense that she would say, oh, well, he had this little flashlight that he always carried around with him, you know. Well, evidently he didn't carry it around that much because Seth said he didn't even know if it worked. So, right. Related by marriage. That's interesting. Smelly socks. Yes. Yes. Ginger always says this as well. If he's alive, which I thought from the beginning, it could put him in danger. Yes. Yes, it could. Um, especially if we are getting close to figuring things out, guys. And it, think about this scenario for a second. Maybe law enforcement, TBI, everybody knows what happened, but they're being quiet until they find Sebastian because they don't want him harmed. Because if they go and make some arrests, guys, whoever has Sebastian could, who knows what they would do, right? Yeah. Chris Watts, Barrel Rush, Katie Proudfoot, Bulldoze. Yes, absolutely. Those are the words they used. Those are the words they used. Yeah, well, yeah, and they're trying to say that at night Doc would not, you know, that they won't ever give out the reward. You know, the obstacles are not going to acknowledge the obstacles, Proudfoot, Stinky Socks. I mean, they are not going to acknowledge the bigger reward. They're only going to acknowledge what law enforcement has put out there. Because they want to say they don't trust them. You know, I do not think that Katie or Chris or the Stinky Socks ever, ever thought that Seth would go this far and do this much to look for his son. I think they were rudely surprised. Katie only brought up the flashlight because Ellie questioned her about flashlights. Gotcha. That's right. She did panic. And her and SF, which makes me wonder, I don't think Chris is working with SF so much as Katie is. Her and SF went to TRH and demanded that footage. So that's, and that is why, think about it. At Night started putting out this footage, guys, and told us to look to see what we could get. Now, one of the last posts that they put out was that they know everything that happened. And this is now just to keep Sebastian's name and face out there, right? They're not asking us to look for anything anymore in these videos. The thing is, we've pieced together some things, right? And when things start making sense to us, like, oh, wait a minute, I need to go back and look at that, right? So we went back, we looked at the silver car because that looks to be the 3 a.m. car. And then I thought, that car was there. I had done that video a while back on Chris was possibly at TRH that night. And I looked at that and I'm like, what the heck? Were they having a meeting? And then you have to look at Green Hoodie again, right? Because remember, police will lie. Police will lie. It's just a known fact. I've had people in chat that were part of law enforcement that said, yes, they will lie because they don't want the general public knowing everything. They're not going to show their hand. So they're going to lie. I believe they lied about the flashlight video. I believe they lied about Green Hoodie. When they debunked Green Hoodie, in my opinion, the only reason that they debunked Green Hoodie is because everyone in Sumner County was afraid to go around with a green hoodie. And is it Gallatin School? Their colors are green and white. And you had people afraid to wear green hoodies in Sumner County, which I think, it is funny, but I guess I might have done the same, guys. I might have said, oh, I'm not wearing a green hoodie going out. So they probably had people calling, Sumner County Sheriff going, I don't, have you found Green Hoodie yet? I don't want to wear my green hoodie out anywhere, right? I think that's hilarious, but I think that's why they put it out there and why At Night then came in and said, okay, they debunked them. We're not going to talk about Green Hoodie anymore, right? But that doesn't mean that she wasn't involved. Now, guys, I will say this. There was rumors going around after that the Green Hoodie died. That is not the case. That is false information. Just put that out there. So Green Hoodie, whoever she is very much alive out there. Yes, I believe that too. I think if there is a camera on this end of the building facing the parking lot, guys, why wouldn't there be another camera on the other end of the building facing the parking lot? So then you could get a view, and law enforcement probably has this footage, probably so does Doug. They are only giving us bits of information because we can't have it all, guys. And the other thing I'm hoping about is that if there is a camera on the other end facing the parking lot, that they might be able to see the license plate of that silver car. What lights were headlights, Cheryl? If you're talking about the flashlights, they were not they were not headlights. That was debunked. One year and $1 short. Get it together, come clean, not your kid. Why go down with the ship? Right? Anchors are heavy. Especially for a guy who was thinking about leaving them anyway. I think she's got something on him, though. I think she's got something on him and his mom. I could be totally wrong, right? But why did he stay? If he didn't want to be a stepdad to Sebastian, why did he stay? He was planning on leaving her, starting over. Well, let's move on to number 6, guys. It's no water off his back. He don't care. Mommy probably will pay for the divorce, right? I mean, just start over with a new one. We know that he met somebody through Bumble. Is he still out there on these dating apps, guys? I don't belong to any dating apps, so I don't know. I think so. So far, though, they pretty much left me alone. I've been under the radar pitter patter, so I'm hoping I stay there, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. I see in the TRH regarding the man in black standing beside someone in black. After KP and Sebastian take a right into TRH, I see at the very top of the image is 2 people walking, always in black. Yeah. That could be, or CP did something, they threatened KP. Who do you think has one of them has a hold on the other? That's the only reason they're still together, guys, in my opinion. I do not for the life of me believe that they're in love. I really don't. Oh, yeah. Well, heck, the 5 CPS reports alone. The 5 CPS reports alone. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that whole family could go down, couldn't they? It's kind of a scary thought. Waiting on an indictment. It could be, but I honestly believe they're trying to protect Sebastian. They want to find him. Yeah. Craddock said he's looking for a resolution. A resolution. What is a resolution in a missing child case? What's a resolution? What is a... Yes, that's true. But the obstacles on that side are not ever going to admit Dog's Mount. But Sumner County is acknowledging it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Hello, Queen. Well, you missed a little bit. um yeah, they kind of well, no. How do I want to say that? So they told Seth and they told Chris that it was a garbage truck, but they didn't tell the public that, which I found weird. But they did tell, I saw the interview with Nick Barris, they did tell Nick Barris that it's of no evidentiary value. And Nick said to them, but it could be down the road. And Craddock said, we don't know what we don't know. So is that a debunk? I don't know. They said it was of no evidentiary value. I don't believe them. Yeah. Yeah. Sam, what are you laughing about? Hello, Rose. Good to see you. Terry Power Sox is going to turn on Kathy and Katie to get the reward. Yes. Chris doesn't seem to struggle finding women, and for the life of me, I do not understand why. Because he is, guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm 66 years old, but even if I was in my 30s, I'm telling you what, he's not all that. I don't know what women see in him, but he can his pervy and his machete and his mullet, he can keep them because I don't see what women see in that. Sam. Oh, you know that could be a very good thought. CP is worried his mom will be in trouble for getting involved. So he has to cover for KP now. You know, yep, there's only a few things that trigger him. The two biggest ones are his truck and his mother, right? Don't talk about his truck and his mother. And K9's not here to give me heck for that. Yeah. Nick B wouldn't mention his dog's reward money either. Yeah. I don't either. We agree he ain't smart, but he is perpy. Yeah, he's perpy, all right. In the true sense of the word, literal sense of the word. Don't drive my truck in for God's sake, please do not say that geofencing put it in the area on the 25th. Oh my gosh. You guys are hilarious. But it's true, right? I mean, um, he's horrid. I don't for the life of me understand what women see in that man. How did he get 5 women to marry him, guys? I don't see it. I guess some women must be desperate. But you know what? and he's 41, I think. I think he's 41 years old, and he's on his 5th marriage. That's not a very good track record. So they didn't wait long before they got rid of him, but oh my gosh. Yeah. Um I the Pillsbury Dough guy. Yeah. Um especially in some of those videos of I'm thinking of the one where he's let me see if I can find it. Um and then we'll talk about it. He just looks short and in the excavating video. Yeah. Okay, I got it. So let me share this tab. Oh, 2 women seeing that. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't get it. Rose feels, in my opinion, Terry Bauer sex is going to turn on Kathy and Katie. You're the second person that has said that. Do you think he may run scared? Turn state's evidence so that he doesn't get charged? Cecilia. This video, honest to God, it when I looked at him, I'm like, oh, he's, you know, it's look at that. When he was saying about, oh yeah, he was mad. When was he, Sam? Um, if you're asking me when was he saying about the geofencing, it was on the panel with Truth, which I'm not playing, guys. I'm just sorry. I'm just not going to go there. But he was angry. Oh, he was mad at he got up on the panel because he was angry at Truth for saying anything. Evidently he wanted to keep that information to himself because law enforcement asked him about it. Yeah. So bad. I kind of wanted to um look at Katie in this one and her expressions again. Because her looking around, I think, is important in what we're talking about as far as please don't play his voice. Don't worry, I don't plan on it. That's when he last said I seen him on the 26th. Oh, that was in an interview, I think, when he said that. I hadn't, how did he say that? I hadn't, the last time I saw him was early February until I came home on the 26th. Yeah. He messed up there when he said that. I think that's why they went quiet for so long, guys, because they knew they kept giving little hints of what they were not supposed to say, right? But I kind of wanted to watch this because of Katie's turning around and stuff. Right now they're just looking at the menus, but I don't know if this one will be long enough or not. I may have to pull up one of the other ones. When I look at Sebastian here, though, I don't see an autistic child. He's so well behaved. He's not. Yeah, that's what I thought. So let me see if we've got one that's longer. Um, hmm. No, this one shows green hoodie, doesn't it? I didn't realize how many different versions they had of the TRH video. Hi, Juicy. She's stopping him from doing his comfort movements. Yeah, could be. Let me see here. Everything is on the outside. So now I'm going to go look at Nick. Here we go. Yeah, this is the one I wanted. Can you imagine how that made that young man feel? Having to wear pull-ups at 15. I mean, guys, he knew that other kids his age didn't wear pull-ups. He knew that. He just shook his head no at her. Yeah. I think she told him something, in my opinion. Right? That's what I think. Definitely what I think. Look at her looking around. She's looking for Chris and his cronies. Look at the face, guys. Is that a devious face or what? That look on her face when she turns around. Right there. Look at that look on her face. Boy, I don't trust her. What was she doing? What did she do? Cruella. Yeah, you said it. Hi, Poppy Love. Sure, no problem, Cecilia. When she turned to the left like that, she spotted somebody. And she had that smirk on her face. Yes. I agree, Life's a Dance. He was watching her. That's why he knew she was trying to take a picture. Right? He caught her the second time she went to take a picture. When you think of the kind of things that she's capable of, what she did to Seth, what did she do to this poor young man? You think maybe she was doing this to make sure she was seen? Could be. But then she also went out and met Green Hoodie in the parking lot. Yeah, I think so too. I think she was telling him about he was going away. The only thing I don't understand is why unless she was watching him that closely, but why didn't he call his dad? Was she watching him that closely so that he couldn't? Yeah, exactly, Melissa. That's exactly what I was thinking. Um, if she had a plan, she probably wasn't letting him have his phone. Did we ever figure out if Pink Shirt Lady was Melissa Proudfoot? I don't know. I think things are too grainy to be able to see anything, honestly. Hello, Scranton. Good to see you. Yeah, that beady-eyed look over her left shoulder. Terrifying. Very terrifying. Do you have the clip of Green Hoodie on the sidewalk? I saw a clip of that not long ago, and it was a clear pic of her. I'm not sure where it would be. I mean, I know it's out there, but I don't have it saved. No, it didn't look like he had his phone at all, Poppy. Not even there. And they said it was on the table or something. Oh, he didn't have his phone the whole day. So, did she take it from him? Yes. The day that he went missing was the 26th, same day of their divorce. No, he didn't have it. Yes. When she looks to her right across the restaurant, Sebastian notices and looks over that way. Yeah, he wasn't stupid. Remember him looking at Green Hoodie? The minute he saw her, his eyes, he walked all the way around the car and stood by that door. His eyes never left her, not once. What is that? I don't know, Poppy Love, but she needs to stop spitting her gum in the bushes. Yes. Yes, they did get his phone. But if he didn't have it all day, it isn't going to do it probably didn't do any good to have his phone. I'm sure that's one of the first things that they looked at because they thought he was a missing child. So they thought, looking at his phone to see who he had contacted. Maybe she was manipulating him, saying he's in trouble and the police are going to get him, so he had to send him away. Here's Sam, that may be a thought, right? Because remember Chris talking about you can't lie, Sebastian? When he was talking about the CPS reports, and were they flipping that around on him, making him look like he was the one that was in trouble? When in reality, they were. Do you think he knew who was on her side of the car? I think so. I think he knew who that was. If he didn't, he still was very suspicious of that person. Yes. She pushed him to continue walking. She did. You didn't see the part where he shook his head, AMC? We can play it again. If you watch Sebastian when they're sitting there, there's one point where she's talking to him and he shakes his head pretty good. Yeah, I don't think CPS said that to Sebastian either. Just the part where he shakes his head. Yeah. Did you guys see that? Play it again. She is talking intently to him. Look at her hands. She's staring at him, looking him right in the eye. Oh, she's even kind of shaking her phone up and down like she's trying to make a point with him. She was telling him something that he wasn't happy about. That's for sure. I think she told him that he was being taken away. I agree. I agree. And here's the thing. So they lived in the Remington Ave house. Looked like they were somewhat of a happy family, right? At least they were doing family things, right? Chris was teaching Sebastian how to ride a bike, some of their pictures, in a pool, fishing, all that kind of stuff, right? But when they moved to Stafford Court, things took a drastic change. And I think Sebastian's safe place was school. I think there was somebody there at that school that he could trust and that he could talk to, and that's a person that went to CPS for him. I don't think, Katie and Chris didn't like that, of course, right? Because they're being made to look bad. And Tony had said that some of those reports were in Katie's name as far as allowing things to happen in her home to Sebastian. If he thought he was going to go to jail, she's protecting him, but he mustn't ever tell anyone he's Sebastian. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Yes, and he did. He immediately shut down by avoiding her eye contact. He did. He did. Yep. He thought he was going to get me kicked out of my house. Right. You know, like, haha, I got one over on that kid. He's gone now. Right. Well, newsflash, Chris, he did get you out of the house. So what did you do to him? I think that last CPS report said that Chris could not be anywhere around Sebastian. It didn't, I don't believe they would have said he couldn't come home because it's about Sebastian. So I think that the CPS report said he couldn't be anywhere around Sebastian. Hi, Michelle. That has been bunked. That was not Green Hoodie, that person. It was it was a woman. I know that it looked like a man, but it was a woman. Katie telling him the bad news in a crowded restaurant was done on purpose. Yeah. Yes. I remember saying that he would ask Sebastian what he wanted to do, and he said, I'm doing it. He was content to just be with his dad. Yeah. They went fishing a lot together, the two of them. But Seth even recently talked about how they would go in, the store together, and people knew Sebastian, you know. So, and you look at this young man here, he's not being socially awkward, guys. He wasn't acting as if he didn't want to be around people. This is a crowded restaurant, right? Yeah, Green Hoodie used a ladies' washroom. So, if Green Hoodie was a man, then he used a ladies' washroom. Yes, it would have been that he wasn't allowed anywhere near him. So, They were protecting Sebastian. Yes, green hoodie had boobs. Let's look at that again, okay? Because I think at the end, let's see. Green hoodie walks off. Let's see right here. Now green hoodie was old, but watch. I mean, men don't hold their hands like that, even if they're unstable. Women do. And yes, you can kind of see a chest there. But yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I didn't show it. So let me go back. Okay. So watch the way green hoodie is holding her hands. She waved at Sebastian. Guys don't walk like that. So yes, green hoodie had boobs. Yeah, they were saying, yeah. It isn't that he didn't want to go to his dad's, he didn't want to be homeschooled. But think about it, guys. They had to be homeschooled back during and I think this is when things changed. But they had to be homeschooled back with COVID when there was a shutdown, right? And that is when they had moved to Stafford Court. Something about being homeschooled Sebastian didn't like. And maybe it was, see, I think Sebastian likes to be around people. Honestly, he loves school. I think he wanted to be in school, but he was going to have to homeschool at his dad's. Yes, she's not. It was proven that that person that passed away wasn't green hoodie. That was not. That was debunked. Yes, the person that some people thought was green hoodie passed away from cancer. Yes, but that wasn't green hoodie. But boy, that sure got out there, and people still are confused by that. That's why I try to make sure that when I know something that is debunked, I try to let everybody on my channel know about it because I don't want people to have misinformation. Oh, I definitely think so. I I believe that Sebastian knew what was going on. You know, if you think about the fact that that was Chris standing out front like that, and then Katie pulled up. So let's watch that video again. Okay, my video, and we believe that this is Chris standing right where the 25 is, the black shirt. Katie is going to pull in off to the left here in that handicap space next to that nice black truck. And I'm fairly certain that is Chris because We know that Chris likes to stand like that. I wish I knew who he was talking to there. But we can't see heads. The camera cuts it off. But the reason that I'm showing this is because look at how close Chris was standing to where Katie pulled in. We'll see Katie in a bit here. Pull in. And so, in my opinion, there is no way that Sebastian didn't see Chris when they pulled in. Even though Chris walked away. Here comes Katie now on the left. She's going to back out and pull in better. She doesn't know how to drive, in my opinion. Now look how close Chris is to where she's pulling in. See that? And there's Sebastian right there, top left-hand corner. You can see him through the window with his glasses, and he's looking that direction, guys. Did you see that? He was looking in that direction. Now watch Chris, once they get up onto the sidewalk, walk away. Mr. Nonchalant there with his leg crossed. But, oh, nope, now he's got to walk away. See? Okay, let's see what I missed here. Yeah, green hoodie. It was like she didn't want to touch the car. Yeah. I think when people are elderly, they keep their hands out in front of them to help with their balance. I think that's what was going on. But men don't do that, you know. We knew he was already in town Friday because of the poker game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Sebastian went to school. And they were trying to make out Sebastian didn't like going to Seth's. Yeah. Sebastian loved his dad, and his dad loves him. He did. He just wanted friends. You've only heard it was debunked from me and on this live. Well, I encourage you to go out there and research it. Don't take my word only. So if he got in trouble at the poker game, isn't it weird they took him on his best day? What did they do all day Saturday? I don't know. What man has tattoos? They did bowling and shopping on Saturday. Well, they went to the bowling alley and shopping on Sunday. Yeah, it is unique. So let me see if this is Chris, the way he stands. He was at the motorcycle shop on the day of the vigil when he got all up in Seth's face. This is a guy at TRH. Those two walked away from the building. Gotcha. You saw more than I did. I can't see that, but someone asked why the handicap sign in her car. Ginger, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that they can get a handicap sign because of autism, I believe. Someone asked, and another person wondered if she was driving Mom Sock's car. I mean, I don't know. I always thought that was her car. Yeah, but she didn't care. She did not care. She could. Yes. I didn't see any tattoos on him. Where would the tattoos be? He had both his arms out, and I didn't see any tattoos, and he was dressed all in black. Well, no, KP didn't need a handicap plate, but I think she had it for Sebastian, somebody said. You have to show the part where KP and Sebastian are walking in the door. Okay, that was just a clip that I took showing that it was possibly Chris. And I did send that to At Night, and they said, great eye, good catch. I would hope they would stop payment for disability. I don't know if Ellie checked to see. I don't have any clue. Jen C said that she saw the whole TRH video and there were two men watching Sebastian while he was eating. Dog spoke about Sebastian meeting someone in the washroom. I wish we could see it. Yeah. Yeah. That would be interesting. It's not available, AMC. They're not allowing us to have it. The only videos we have are from At Night, Dog, Nick, and they are not allowing us to have the whole doggone video. I wish we did. Only law enforcement has it, and those guys. And they're probably only showing what they're allowed to show. Yes, that's what I thought, Ginger. With the fluid pocket on his brain from birth, they can get a parking pass. His lower arm looked like tats, too. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if it was, I might have misspoke, Poppy Love. But I mean, it's worth checking into. Yeah, I think she is taking advantage of it. Obviously, I mean, Sebastian got around well. It's not like he was, you know, walked funny or anything like that. He got around well. But I think it was because of the water on his brain. Yes, she had insurance for Sebastian because of her military benefits. She got a lot of perks for that. In the UK, you can get the blue badge for autism. See? Be worth checking into, Poppy Love. I hope they did, Cecilia. Yeah. Um, and I thought I read somewhere that he did, right? Yeah. And her job also had a lot of medical benefits and life insurance. Yeah. Look up Brinks, guys. You can see all the benefits that they have. Yeah, but some go under the radar. I wouldn't think so because this is such a high profile case, but there are still people out there that don't even know Sebastian's missing. So, you never know. I'll bet he probably is, and that's why he's was fighting for custody. Right? Whereas um, the relationship that Seth and Katie had um, was that no child support was paid either way, and they just both worked together to provide what Sebastian needed. Seth said many times that Katie would call and say he needs a new pair of glasses. He broke his last ones. Or this most recently, before he disappeared, he needed new shoes. And he went and got him some boots. So um, they just worked together that way. That's true. They don't have any awareness for danger. But yeah, it's an interesting thought, guys. Let's see if I can go back. I think it was the other one. I never remember which one it was. That was dogs, wasn't it? Um, okay. So thinking it was this one because Life's a Dance stated that she saw tats on his arms. It's so far away, I don't know how you guys could see that. And I wish that timestamp would get off of there. You guys let me know, because if this guy did have tats and it wasn't um, Chris, but at night agreed with me that it was. This is Katie on the left hand side. She doesn't know how to park. A shadow on his arm, maybe? Could be. It was kinda dark there. They're under like, a awning or something, aren't they? Who is Richard Bishop, Poppy? I think I saw something about that, but to me, it didn't look like the same guy. The yellow jacket guy looked older than that Richard Bishop guy. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Different. I couldn't see. Um, Sam says he's got a beard, but I can't see tattoos. Everybody sees things differently, right? The only thing I will say is when I saw that, I saw the way he was looking, the way he held his legs. I sent that to At Night in case it was something, and they said, "Good eye, great catch." So, um, but yeah, the yellow jacket guy, I did remember seeing something on it. I saw there's an attorney with that name and is older and looks like him, but I don't know why he'd be at TRH. Yeah. Um, the only suspicious thing, and I can't even say it's suspicious, that I saw about the yellow hoodie, the yellow jacket guy, um, was, and I know people were saying they saw things on his phone or something, and guys, yeah, um, I couldn't see anything on the phone that they were trying to show. Um, but when Green Hoodie was out there, him and the other guy that was walking into the employee door both turned around at the same time to look directly at Katie and Green Hoodie. And my only thought with that was that they heard something, argument or loud laughter, something loud that made them both turn their heads to look at the same time. And that's the only thing I've ever seen with the yellow jacket guy. I'm not saying he doesn't, you know, fit in somewhere. He may. I don't know. I mean, we keep finding things out, don't we? So, could be. Yes, both of them crossed their legs the same. And even their arms kind of looked the same. Yeah. Their shoes were not the same from the motorcycle picture to. So here's a motorcycle picture. Let me get that comment off the screen. And you can see those shoes. But when you look at the picture from TRH, and a white stripe going all the way around. That didn't concern me too much. See, I'm looking at this right here. I do not see any tattoos on his arm there. Because Chris had stated when they were talking about Sebastian's shoes, Chris had stated he had I think he used the number 15, that he had 15 different pairs of shoes when he was talking about it. So I wasn't really too concerned about that so much as I looked at the shoulders, the arms, the heaviness of his legs and the way he crossed his legs, right? Mm. The lady naming names has it out for him and others, and I don't know about her character, to be honest. She's mad at a group of men accusing them of bad stuff. Oh, well, then, yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know who you're talking about, but yeah. Yeah, they're not going to, I don't think. I don't think they'll. I think, guys, this case, I think that they're afraid that Sebastian might be in danger. And so they're being very, very careful about what they're letting out into the public. He sent me a screenshot of his arm. All right. I'm looking at the screenshot. Let me see if I can share that. Because this is about the same thing, but let's. Trying to pull it up here, guys. Okay, so this is your picture. What do you think, guys? This is the picture that Life Sedan said she thinks that there's a tat on his arm. Maybe he's just dirty. I don't know. That's a picture that she just sent me. And this is a picture I had that's a little bit brighter than the one you sent me. I don't see anything there. But, I could be wrong. And Michelle says, I think Green Hoodie is KP's mom. That's been mentioned, Michelle, but here's the thing. KP's mom is not supposed to leave Virginia. And this is Tennessee. So, I don't know. Right? I'm not saying she didn't or, couldn't, but she's not supposed to because of her legal problems. Yeah, we might be close to that domino effect. Just a few pieces missing. SRB says it looks like a tattoo. Ginger says I can't tell. Yeah, and the lighter picture says, yeah. It's just a shadow. Gotcha. Yeah. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? We do know he was in town Friday night. I believe he was there at 3:00. If this is him and that silver car was going around TRH, then what were they doing? What were they doing? Were they finalizing their plans for the 3 a.m. abduction? I mean, right? And then what did Katie hand Green Hoodie? I think that Green Hoodie is still in play here, right? So yeah, a lot of stuff going on there, guys. I don't know. And it'll be interesting to know. My only question, Life's a Dance, is why couldn't you see it on the other picture then? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. Her mugshot looks like Hoodie, yeah. Yeah. I agree. It does. But yeah, Katie knows more than she's saying. A lot more. And when you look at her face, guys, from the first year mark, I mean, she had some fear on her face, guilt, as red as she was, and her neck and everything. I mean, she was either very ill and about to have a stroke, or guilt was written all over her face. It was bad, in my opinion. Yeah, she looks very inflamed. But chubby people wear black to look smaller. Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, he was on a 4-day holiday from work. Never going to tell me he didn't come home. You think she was unwell? Like I said, she's either unwell or people get red like that. Some people really get red all over when they're embarrassed or they're lying, guilt. Hello, Robin. Good to see you. But if this is the case, guys, we could have part of this put together, right? I mean, I'm just saying, if you look at possibly Chris was there, if you look at stress can cause it, yes. That Chris was there, silver car was there. If the mob crew realizes that is the car, the 3 a.m. car, what were they doing? Had they met there before? Because Life's a Dance said she saw them walking away. Had they met there before? Did they go in a different door? I mean, most restaurants have more than one door. That's right. There was a satellite image of Chris's truck at his mom's house. So not only that, but the geofencing showed he was in the area. His truck was in the area that he doesn't like everybody talking about. Hiding where she would be seen. I don't know, but I think we're onto something here. And I sincerely hope and pray that law enforcement has all this. I would think they do. In fact, mother truck. Yeah. Triggers for somebody, right? Hello, factory girl. Good to see you. Yeah. So, I am really going to be glued when everything happens in this case, when Sebastian's found and when all of the pieces start coming out for us. I'm going to be glued to see what were we right about, what were we wrong about. I mean, because we could be, right? Right? Whenever he gets really angry about, we know we're over the target, right? So he gets really angry about his truck being in there the weekend of, so we know he was home, even though he said he never came home. Wasn't that what he said, guys? He never came home that weekend. He didn't come home every weekend, right? He wasn't home. And yeah, so we're over the target on that one. Anything to do with his mom is a trigger for him. So I think she's involved somehow, some way. I'm not really sure where she fits, but I think she does fit. Yeah, they do. They're watching everything, aren't they? But so I want to thank you guys, could it be a tat? I don't know. When you look at the lighter picture, I don't see it. But hey, that build right there in that black shirt, those arms, those thick legs, and the way that he stands. I gotta tell ya. Looked the same to me. Yeah. That's why he said law enforcement told him not to tell anyone where he was, except that law enforcement said that they never have told anybody not to say anything. Rob and I said it earlier. Searching, in my opinion, isn't going to help because I believe that Sebastian is still alive. And unless they're searching for videos and phone records and that kind of thing, that kind of internal searching, yes, but we're not going to see that. Searching on the ground, in my opinion, they already covered 10 mile square radius, I think they said, but 5 miles for sure. If, and I don't believe this, if Sebastian is gone, they're not going to find him. Somebody's going to run over him, over bones or something like that, or somebody's going to confess and lead them to the body, is my opinion on that. But I don't think searching on the ground is going to help anything, honestly. I really don't. Not at this juncture. We're a year in. If we were even a month in, I'd say yeah, but a year in, no, I don't. I don't think so. Good night, Cheryl. Can we trust Craddock? I don't know. I guess I'm going to ask you, Poppy. Do you trust someone that says RAPE is just another word for a snuggle struggle? You trust that? The more people break things down, the more spot on you can be to the truth. Exactly. Right? Yes, Carter is a lead investigator. Yeah. Exactly. The last big search LE did, they said they were not expecting to find anything. They know more than we do, guys. Aw. Thank you, Cecilia. I appreciate you. Yes. I can't tell you how much it means to me that we have no drama here, no hate, that we try to look at everybody's thoughts and opinions and, see what we can find. Could be. I mean, I don't know how. I'm not good at that. Yes, guys, please share Sebastian's flyer every day. Or if you see it out there, share it from that. On whatever social media you have, because there are still people out there who do not know that that young man is missing, and that's all it takes. The right person to see it, right? The right person who will talk to see it and say something. Um, you know, every day I put out a little short, so you could share that as well. Robin, thank you for doing that. You're awesome. Um, I love when I see that. I always try to, when I do see it, I always try to comment underneath it. But yes, guys, please keep him out there. Yes, you're welcome, Sam. Yeah, but it wasn't his wife. I looked that up myself. And they did say, first they said, a sheriff's officer, and then they said the sheriff. And It was not Craddock's wife. Ginger and I figured that out. It must be a deputy sheriff's wife. And I haven't been able to figure that out, but I do know it wasn't Craddock's wife. So, yeah, be careful about that, guys. I wouldn't want you to get in trouble. Yeah, and if he was in the area, the floods would have brought him up. And if he ran away, he would have already been seen. That's why he was taken. He would have been seen on camera. There would have been evidence, and there's no evidence that he left his home. So, all right, let's share my grannyism so we can cut this night short. Let's see where it is. I forgot to bring it up. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to get one for today. Whoops. I was busy trying to get everything else together. I forgot my grannyism. Well, so my grannyism for today is just be kind to everybody. Be kind. Bless somebody. Bless somebody today. So thank you guys. I appreciate you all so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening and stay safe out there. Thank you for watching another episode of Granny's Crime Busters. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and even share the content. You can follow us on any of our other social media platforms at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We really appreciate you guys, and you can also email us at granniescrimebusters@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.